Yeah, because I mean, I'll get these feelings, and if I'm paying attention to it, then I know a lot of times I don't even realize it until after the fact.
Right.
And things happen, and then I'll think, oh, yeah, okay, that's why I was feeling this way. So it's more of an awareness of, you get busy in life and, busy at work or whatever, most of the time it's after the fact that I realize that it's happened.
So how have you learned to integrate that and ground yourself with it? If that is true, that's, to some people, they could be, oh my God, this ability, I don't understand the world. And
It's really weird when I go into houses and things. I can kind of pick up different energies. And even that the house that I live in now, I rent a house. It's not a house I own. And I still will pick up different energies here, but it's almost kind of like, I feel it, but it's kind of like, haha, that's not mine,
Okay.
So, that one belongs to somebody else. It's not mine. It's not going to bug me.
Brilliant.
So
Okay.
that's kind of how I feel about it. It's like, okay, it's here. Yeah, I feel it, but it's not mine.
Yeah.
So, but I know when it's mine.
So are you able to disconnect from that then? In what way?
It's just kind of an automatic thing.
Yeah.
I can tune in and tune out fairly easily. And maybe part of it has to do with the work that I do. I work with people that have developmental disabilities and mental illnesses. And I'm very good at compartmentalizing my life so that I don't take on their problems and they don't take on mine. So it could just be kind of how I'm wired.
Okay, yeah. That's an exceptionally good quality to have.
It helps, yeah.
So,
especially in my line of work.
I imagine. So in where you are now, Cara, having been through all of that, what gifts and learnings, teachings can you take, or have you taken from all of that experience to make you the person that you are today?
It's a very good question. The gifts that I've been given, I never expected to have children, and that has been a humongous thing in my life. The learnings, I'm in a helping profession, and I don't really filter myself in how I do my work, and how I do my work in a helping profession my natural self seems to come out, and that's what seems to help people. So what I've been through that has made me who I am comes out in what I do, and people pick up on that. And that helps them they say that the people that I work with often say, oh, you made me do this or you made me do that. And it's like, no, I didn't make you do anything. I just gave you the tools. You did it yourself, of their successes in their lives. So I guess, I can very much relate to people that have had, very, very difficult lives themselves, and give them the tools that have worked for me, and maybe they'll work for them, and have been successful in my career in doing that.
Is there anything that you would like to share with people? This is titled Inspirational Stories. There are going to be people who are in places where you were 20 years ago, with eating disorders, with alcoholism, with having lost, you said you lost your father when you were very young. What inspirational advice or words or spiritual awareness would you like to impart to help them in some aiding way?
I guess there's two ways you can look at things that happen to you in life, at least two ways you can look at things. You can either play the victim, blame others, take, oh, the poor me attitude, and like I said, be the victim. Or you can take it and think, okay, what can I learn from this? What can I take from this to better myself? What can I take from this and learn, as painful as it can be? And that's kind of my approach in life. The victim never worked for me, so it was kind of like, okay, what can I do with this and learn from it? And I think, even the most difficult situations, there's opportunities to learn from them. You may not know it at the time, and that's okay. You know, sometimes it's years later when I think back of something and it's like, okay, that's what I learned from it. Sometimes we're not supposed to know right now what we're supposed to learn. And that's just kind of where acceptance comes in.
So are there any coping mechanisms that have really helped you, Cara?
Absolutely. When my mother was nearing the end of her life, I basically had to be on her schedule. I had to be up at at any moment that she needed me. I had to sleep on demand. My sleep was all over the place. My anxiety level was all over the place. It was basically get up, go to sleep, work, get up, go to sleep, work, just a very difficult existence. I'd do it all over again, but I had to find a way where I could just be me for a little bit. And so I started looking on my phone in the App Store and found that the hypnosis apps have really, really helped me. Your friend Glenn Harold is one of my heroes. And it really had, I pretty much can put myself in a trance without needing the help. And I remember the first time that I actually did one of the hypnotherapy apps, and it was a relaxation one. And it was like, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like to be relaxed. I didn't know. And I was
Yes.
just like in awe that this was what relaxation felt like, because I hadn't been in so long. And so, even now to this day, I use it all the time. It is my lifestyle. Part of my lifestyle is the hypnotherapy and the self-hypnosis. And that's part of my self-improvement. I mean, I'm always on a self-improvement kick. I'm never there. I'm always evolving.
Aren't we all, though, Cara?
Yeah,
This is the thing,
well, I
aren't we
hope
all?
so. So, it's just something that I do, and it benefits me in the long run.
Wonderful. So are there any other things that you do? Are there a spiritual practice, or is there anything else that helps you?
I don't have a religion. I am a spiritual person. I believe that all religions have something good to offer. Well, most do. For me, I believe that there is an afterlife. Don't know what it is yet. And I think that's something that's pretty individual for everybody. But having that, and that's something that I fairly recently, within the past 7 years, is something that I developed, has given me a great sense of peace. And knowing that I will see my mom again and my dad and people that have passed over. And again, it has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with the spiritual soul type thing.
Yeah. And I think that's growing
Right.
throughout humanity. People are awakening to more of the spiritual aspect of who they are and why we're here, what all this is about.
Mm-hmm.
And
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's all individual.
Indeed. Cara, thank you so much.
Okay.
This is a wonderful video, and
Thank you.
really appreciate your time and your honesty and everything that you've offered. And I'm sure that it will be inspiration to a number of people.
So I've enjoyed it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.